Hi Taurus, welcome to April, and happy birthday for those celebrating in April. Like me, I'm a Taurus. I'm an April-born Taurus. So I want to say thank you for you guys for supporting my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. I really appreciate when you take the time out to leave comments. And for those who avoided readings, thank you. I've enjoyed working with all of you. I just want to send out my gratitude to you guys. When I first started this channel, I didn't know how it was going to work out. And I'm glad to hear people telling me how they are enjoying the readings. And it's wonderful to know that that this work is helping people. So let's see what's going on for Taurus for April. We have a new moon in Aries on the 5th, and a full moon, another full moon in Libra, only this one's at the 29th degree. It's a critical degree in astrology. It represents a culmination or an ending of a cycle. And with Libra, I would say there's some type of relationship issue coming to a head. Either culminating in a good way, or it could be an ending, but I'll get into the astrology later. This also because it's the 29th degree, the Sun is conjunct Uranus. It's an out-of-sign conjunction. So expect the unexpected. That's all I can say when Uranus is involved. So what does Taurus need to know about April, about love and relationships for the month of April? What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of April? What does Taurus need to know? May only the highest forces be present to ensure that the truth be told. The Two of Swords. The Four of Cups. The King of Pentacles. The Temperance card. The Empress. The Eight of Wands. The Sun. The Star, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Well, you start out the month with indecision. You have the Two of Swords here. So there's like you're trying to make a decision. You have two paths, two choices. And you're not sure, you're kind of on the fence. There might be two people that you're trying to, maybe there's two relationships and you're trying to figure out which relationship should you devote or which path should you put your energy on. It could be career also, but something is being offered to you. You have the Four of Cups here. So your current situation, you're not really happy in your current situation. You're bored with your life, you're not feeling, so if you're in a relationship, you may be feeling underappreciated or undervalued. And this could also be with career, because there's a lot of wands in this reading. So it could be either a work situation where you feel like, I'm stagnating, I'm not growing, I don't really even feel appreciated. Or it could be a relationship. It could be both. Maybe both in work and relationship. Because with the Four of Cups, this is a card of boredom and dissatisfaction. Stagnation. Like you're kind of like, well, maybe I should look and see what other options are out there. It's not like you're miserable, but you're not exactly happy either. You're kind of like, well, my current situation isn't that bad, but it's not exciting either. It's not really, it's like you don't have any passion. You're losing your passion. So something is being offered to you in April. There's a cup coming out of the clouds, but you're not sure you want to accept it. So there's potential, but you're not grasping that potential. You're kind of sitting on the fence with the Two of Swords. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what I really want. I don't know if I should go for this, if I should go for that. I don't know if I should date this person or if I should date that person. If this person who's showing an interest in me, are they going to be good for me? So everything's up in the air at the beginning of the month. And you have this new moon in Aries, which is falling in your 12th house. So it's a time of contemplation. You really have to do some thinking about what you want and what you need to be happy in a relationship. Now, you have the King of Pentacles in the past. So, you have known security. You're looking for security. The King of Pentacles can represent an earth sign that you're dealing with. But it can also represent the need for, you've been working towards financial security. You just want to meet, if you're going to be in a relationship, you want to know that that person is there for you. That person, you can count on them. If it's a job situation, you want to know that you have enough money in the bank that you can handle any kind of crisis that comes up. So basically you're looking for someone who's safe, who makes you feel safe, who can bring security and safety and a sense of protection to your life. You may have already dated someone like this King of Pentacles. Maybe you're thinking of a past relationship and you want to recreate that in your current life. You're thinking of a time when your life was secure, when you didn't have to worry about money and you didn't have to worry about, you had someone there for you. The Temperance card is a card of finding the balance. So it's possible that for some, you may have to meet someone halfway. You may have to go out on a limb a little bit. The Temperance card can mean that there's someone in your environment that can be a potential partner, can be a potential, a good match. The Temperance card is two people that are well suited to each other. They may be very different, but their energies blend well together. And it could be someone that's similar to this King of Pentacles, someone who's very down to earth, very, just a regular guy, Not very exciting, not, one of these fly-by-night, quick energy types, but someone who's very stable, someone who cares about their family, who cares about their home. He may own land. Sometimes the King of Pentacles could even be a farmer. Someone who is close to the earth, connected to the earth. Someone who likes to plant things, because if you look at the card, he's got grapes growing around him. And vines, so he likes to plant things. He likes to make things grow, including money. So, and coming up in the future, you have the Empress and the Eight of Wands. Now, the Empress is a card of motherhood, family, home, family, motherhood. So for some of you, you may be looking for someone that you could have a committed relationship with, where you could establish a home and a family. For others, this card can represent creativity, giving birth to something creative. You may want to be with someone where the two of you can do something creative together. Either, art, music, theater, dance, poetry, whatever it is. You could be giving birth to a creative project in April. Maybe you're testing out your own creativity. Maybe you're getting back into some type of art or creative thing. Like you may have a project that you want to create. Or you might want to get back into music or art if you've put something down. The Eight of Wands, though, coming in the future, this is the hour. This is two things. The arrows of love, messages coming in. So you may hear from someone who has a message for you. Maybe they want to tell you how they feel about you. Or someone, this could also be a trip, a journey by air. Maybe someone offers you an opportunity to travel. And you want to take it, It could also be career opportunities coming in April. There could be an opportunity coming up where you can show your creativity. You could use your skills in a very creative way. Your special talents are needed for a project that comes up. And no one else but you can do this thing. Because you have the Seven of Wands here. This shows, and the Six of Wands as an outcome. This shows that you have the upper hand. So if there's competition in a relationship, you're the favored one. So you don't have to worry about the competition. So even if a person that you're interested in has other options, you are the favored. You can overcome any obstacles with the Seven of Wands, but you have to stand up for what you believe in. You have to fight for what you want. You have to stand your ground. Now, you have these two beautiful cards here, the Sun and the Star. So you could be connecting with someone in April that could lead to a very stable relationship. The Sun is connecting with someone that you really enjoy being with. You have fun together. And your feelings, you could find that your feelings are growing suddenly. That, you know, you might just know this person socially and you spend some time together and all of a sudden you're like in love, you know, or something. Because the Star is in your environment. This is a wish fulfillment card. And so if there's someone in your life who's interested in you, this is a Star card. You're like a dream to them, a dream fulfilled. Or they have plans for you. There could be some changes in a relationship in a positive way, where you could be establishing something a lot more stable. You could be establishing a home or connecting with people where you feel like you have family. Maybe you're reconnecting with family, people that you knew from the past. Because I see the King of Pentacles, a king in a relationship, you already know this person. So if you're having a relationship, it may come up suddenly. When you least expect it too. Like you might be thinking, oh, nothing's happening, and all of a sudden you get a message or you get a call or somebody contacts you. Or because this is opportunity. The Eight of Wands is opportunity coming up suddenly. And the Seven of Wands is, don't worry, you got this. You know, you just have to stand your ground and believe in yourself. And the Six of Wands, this is a card of victory, recognition, success. So in some type of career situation, there could be an opportunity that comes up in April and you're able to use your special skills on this project and you get rewarded for it. The Six of Wands is like a reward card because you're the best person for the job. The Seven of Wands. No one else can do it. The competition can't hold a candle to you. So you could be achieving a goal in April that you thought you would never achieve. Things are going to be changing. You could find yourself in a permanent or a more stable situation where you're getting the recognition finally. This is not going to last forever, this feeling of being undervalued. Because someone in your environment knows that you're a star. Someone in your environment wants to connect with you, is thinking about you. You just have to let it in. Get off the fence. Meet them halfway. You know, sometimes Taurus, and I know because I'm a Taurus, it's very hard for us to reach out to people. We don't always reach out. We don't. We wait for people to call us. You know, it's like, oh, call me. You know, and I'm sitting here. You'll be sitting here on the couch, you know, and you don't think to call someone or to go out, and then you complain like, no one ever calls me. I have no friends, you know. You have to get out there and call people. You have to reach out to people. You have to do the compromise. I mean, because Taurus is kind of like, if you call them and you say, hey, you want to do something? Most of the time they're like, okay, sure. But they'll never pick up the phone and call you, you know. I don't know why that is. I've always had that problem. I have to force myself to call people. But, so, opportunity is knocking. I mean, look at these great cards. The Empress, the Sun, the Star, the Eight of Wands. There could be some exciting developments coming probably toward the end of April. Because I think the beginning of the month, you're going to be doing a lot of thinking and meditating. It's going to be more of a quiet time, especially because the Sun will be in Aries in your 12th house, and this new moon in Aries in your 12th house. So you're doing a lot of soul searching in April at the beginning. Toward the end of the month, the Sun moves into Taurus. You have your birthday energy coming in. All the planets are going to be moving into Taurus, Venus and the Sun and Venus, and when it connects with Uranus, who knows, anything could happen. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So your new moon in Aries is in the 12th house. So you have a beginning, you have a chance right now with the new moon in Aries to really think about your life and think about what you need to release, because 12th house is a house of release. What do I need to release so I can have a new beginning? What do I need to have? Where do I need to have a fresh start? Like with you, it's on the psychological side. You have to release old habits and old patterns of thinking and old emotional baggage. That's the 12th house. It's your psyche. It's a psychological house. Saturn is in the 9th house, squaring this new moon. And it's conjunct the south node. So there's something in your belief system that's been very rigid. It's like maybe you don't have faith in yourself. Maybe you don't believe you can achieve your goals. You have to release something like, and maybe it's self-defeating, self-sabotage. You know, I'm not good enough, or I don't think I could ever achieve this. If you're having any kind of self-defeating or negative thinking thoughts, that's what you need to release so that you can have this new beginning. It's like a new start, like wiping the, it's like clearing your hard drive, and then you want to load new programs. That's what this new moon is allowing you to load a new program in your psyche and get on the right path. Because right now, the new moon is like at the midpoint between the north and the south node. So you have a choice. Do I want to stick with the past and the hardship of Saturn? Saturn's teaching you all kinds of lessons in the 9th house. Or do I want to reach for the north node, which is in Cancer, which is the nurturing side? And that's in the 3rd house. That's connecting with your neighborhood. Getting out, not being isolated. Not being like a hermit. Connecting with relatives, you know, cousins, brothers, sisters, your neighbors. Communicating. The 3rd house is the house of communication. So it's possible that you need to do some healing around those relationships. You need to reconnect with your tribe, your soul tribe, so that you can feel nurtured. You need to feel loved and nurtured in April. It will take you out of that 12th house sense of isolation. And you have this new moon in Aries. It's giving you the courage to do that, to break free. To break free of the chains that Saturn is putting you through. Saturn represents restriction and fear and feeling, you know, like you're blocked. But really nothing is blocking you. Fear is the only thing that really blocks us. If you can get rid of fear, you can achieve anything. Fear is the prison that you have to break free of. And Saturn is the fear monger at times. You know, Saturn brings up all this stuff like, well, you know, if you do that, what if this might happen and that might happen? That will bring up all the reasons why you shouldn't do something. But Aries is like, I'm going. I'm getting on that plane. I'm jumping off that cliff. I've got my parachute. You know, Aries has no fear. They feel it, but they do it anyway. You know, that's what courage is. It's feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So you have a chance to be really courageous in April and to break free of any psychological blocks. Now, on the 19th, the full moon's in Libra at 29 degrees. And again, this is across your 6th and 12th house axis. So the moon's in the 6th house. Could be work issues around work are coming to a completion, culmination. Issues around health. Maybe you're deciding to take better care of your health. Maybe you've been working too hard and you've been neglecting your health. You know, you've got Uranus in your 1st house in Taurus. So if you're not taking care of your health, you could have some kind of health crisis. But it could also mean that you decide like, hey, I want to reinvent myself. I want to have a new look. I want to do something totally crazy. I want to drop 50 pounds. I want to change my hairstyle. I want to, you know, Uranus in the 1st house, you have this restless energy. And it's conjunct the sun in this full moon. So your identity is going through major change. How you see yourself, how you want to be seen in the world, what you think of yourself, your ego. Uranus is like, come on, break out of that rut. And it will get you out of that rut one way or another. So you have to either be the agent of change or the victim of change. I'd rather be the agent of change. If you work with the changes, I find that it's less jolting. than if you sit around and you wait for the ceiling to fall. You know, so if you sense the winds of change, it's time to make those changes. You have Venus in Pisces in your 11th house. It's at the 28th degree, so it could even be in your 12th house. So you might have secret feelings for a friend, or you're not really talking about your feelings. But conjunct Mercury, and Mercury is conjunct Chiron, you have some healing. You need to really communicate. You've been keeping your feelings secret. You've been like not really communicating how you feel, and you have some wounds, and you need to talk to maybe it's around friendship. So you have to do some healing around friendship and around love, letting people know how much you care about them. Don't isolate yourself. Because the North and South nodes and Saturn and Pluto, they're activating your 9th and 3rd house. So the 9th house is the house of higher education. Maybe you need to go back to school and get some training. The 3rd house is the house of communication, contracts. You could even start thinking of starting a healing, something that involves healing. Because Cancer is about nurturing, and Cancer is the sign of the healer. So in the 3rd house, 3rd and 9th house, that's about, 3rd house is about communication, writing, communicating through maybe the internet, reaching out to people, maybe healing through food, feeding people, connecting with your brothers and sisters, relatives, aunts, uncles. That's where your nurturing, that's where your healing is going to come from, by connecting with others in your neighborhood. Your career advancement will come through Saturn in your 9th house, which is, learning new skills. It may be kind of difficult because Saturn makes you work hard, but the reward will be great. So if you're wanting to brush up on some skills, take a new course, now's the time to do it. Especially with this Aries new moon. It may seem a little difficult because of the square, like you have to get out of your comfort zone. But if you choose to do that and do the work, Saturn will reward you with recognition, fame, promotion. So don't be afraid to do the work, because I think it will lead you to a better place. But at the same time, find that balance. Don't cut yourself off from family and friends and relatives. You need your support system. You need your soul tribe, your family, to nurture you, to be there for you. You don't want to be the lone wolf in April. And leave time for love. Leave time for relationship. You may be working really hard on a goal and you're not really leaving time for anything else. So, but you have it in April. Look at this. The sun, the star, the Empress. Abundance is coming. Abundance, victory, promotion, recognition, love, possibly even marriage. You could be connecting with someone that could lead to a long-term relationship, a very solid and stable relationship. So, but you have to, reach out. You have to meet them halfway. You can't sit on the couch and expect them to knock on your door. You're going to have to go out and get it. Or at least, take the initiative or do something to set the ball rolling. But it's all laid out for you in April. So you could be ending a relationship that hasn't been working. You could be starting a new one, or at least coming to terms with what you really want and what you need in a relationship. Maybe you're doing a lot of thinking in April. And so that you're figuring out, what is it that I really want? What do I really need? What do I need to strive for? Maybe that's why you're on the fence, because you're not really sure what your goal is. How can you achieve a goal if you don't know what the goal is? So take your time in April and think about, what is my goal? What is it that I really need? What is it that I don't need? Because with this 12th house energy, it's time for clearing. Get rid of what you don't need. If something has passed its shelf life, if something is, just not working anymore, let it go. Let Uranus is bringing in new energy, fresh air. Uranus is opening up the windows and letting the storm air come in. When it When it's about to rain and the winds are blowing, that's Uranus, bringing in fresh air. So meet Uranus halfway by helping to take out the garbage. And you can achieve this dream. You can achieve the sun. The sun is like a great card, but it's in your fear sector. It's like you're blocking it. So I feel like you have some blocks to your happiness that you have to get. You have to clear out the cobwebs. What is it that's blocking you from achieving your goals? Achieving that ideal relationship, achieving that family and that harmony and that love. Now's the time to clear it out and have a new start. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. Happy birthday. If you'd like to get a private reading, just click on the link in the description box and we can be working together. In the meantime, have a wonderful April and let these opportunities in. Don't be afraid to make a decision. Get off the fence. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.